So, you think you have what it takes to be a leader. You worked hard to build up your resume with necessary experiences and skills.
Couple your qualifications with your knowledge, and you may think you have the right formula for taking on a leadership role.
Except you don't. At least not yet. There are still a few more steps you'll have to take before you're fully prepared to navigate through the tough world of leadership.
Luckily for you, we can help.
First, every female leader needs to have an outfit that screams leader. To be a credible leader, you have to make sure you pick the right outfit, one that will tell the world just how powerful you are. So if bright colored dresses, shiny lip gloss, and high heels are your usual fashion of choice, put them back in your closet. You definitely don't want to look silly to those around you, and everyone knows that a surefire way to lose all your hard-earned credibility is to show up dressed how you actually want to dress. Instead, opt for a boring suit or a nice dress shirt. And pants. Don't forget the pants. The goal here is to feed into stubborn, toxic gender norms by cleverly disguising yourself as a strong and assertive man. So make sure you've got the pants, so no one will ever have to ask you who's wearing them. Next, move on to your hair. Put your hair up in a tight bun or cut it short. In Canada, men are 2 to 3 times more likely to be in a senior management position than women. Women hold only 35.5% of all management positions. They also hold only 33.3% of all senior management positions. Undoubtedly, these statistics are correlated to hair length. Nothing says I'm in charge more than the simple short hairstyles the men are stereotyped to sport. Consider going for a classic bob cut or the highly popular, revered, and respectable bowl cut. Third, let's talk about accessories. Not married or engaged? Pick up a ring from your local dollar store, or if you're feeling particularly fancy, a children's accessory store, and plop that sucker on your ring finger. Rings are a sign of respect, or correction, they're a sign that someone respects you enough. As the great philosopher Beyonce once said, "If you like it, then should put a ring on it." Therefore, others will also take you seriously as a leader.
Now that you have your leadership appearance down pat, you'll have to think about how to conduct yourself. Yes, appearing professional is important, but the complex female leadership world calls for many more careful considerations. To be a female leader, you need to be successful, but not too successful. You don't want to risk coming off as intimidating to any of your colleagues. It is a necessary condition that you're well liked before you're able to receive any respect as a leader. You can show ambition, but be wary of having too much of it. It is important to accept the fact that you will always be paid less than your male counterparts. Don't be insulted if credit for your contribution ideas goes to a male colleague. Showing these emotions will brand you as sensitive and unfit for rational leadership. Simply be thankful that a louder voice was given to your innovation. Finally, make yourself small. Smaller. No, even smaller. That's much better. Now you're ready to be a leader. These are just some of the changes you can make in your day-to-day life in order for others to really take you seriously as a leader.
You may protest about gender equality and ask how come men don't go through all this trouble. However, men aspiring to be leaders also face challenges. For one, they also have to wear pants. Plus, they have to develop a healthy fear of weakness and vulnerability while people scream to them to man up. Now, you may be thinking, this is ridiculous. None of these things are actually related to authentic leadership. And you know what? You're right. Want to know how to really be a female leader? Don't do any of these things. As Chimamanda Adichie writes in her book titled We Should All Be Feminists, if we do something over and over, it becomes normal. If we see the same thing over and over, it becomes normal. If only boys are made class monitor, then at some point we will all think, even if unconsciously, that the class monitor has to be a boy. If we keep seeing only men as heads of corporations, it starts to become natural that only men should be heads of corporations. Thus, you need to carve your own path. Take these challenges and barriers in your stride. Be unapologetically yourself, hold an unparalleled amount of respect for yourself as a leader, and eventually, hopefully, the rest of society will follow suit.
We are all leaders.